Waters.
Thanks, Chair. Hi, folks. Thanks for being here today. Firstly, how has the full-time equivalent staff of the department reduced since September 2013? What quantum?
Senator Waters, Senator Urquhart did ask a very similar question, and the officials indicated that they could give financial year figures, but would probably
Not
have to
since
take
September.
would have to take
Thank
other
you.
breakdowns
My
on
apologies,
notice.
I was a few minutes late. Perhaps you might be able to answer this one. How many permanent staff in the department have resigned since September 2013?
Senator, I'd have to take that on notice. I don't have that level of detail with me.
Thanks, if you could. And also at what seniority those folk?
Sorry, Senator.
Also their seniority would be useful
So
to
their
know as well.
classification, yes, Senator.
Can I ask how many full-time equivalent staff work in compliance and enforcement across the full spectrum of the department?
I'd have to take that on notice, Senator. We don't kind of classify our staffing into those functional areas. We'd have to just do a bit of a review of our divisional structures and which sections make up, because the compliance and enforcement function is quite widespread across the department.
Okay, would it be possible to, at the present minute, just do the EPBC compliance and enforcement section?
I can certainly give you FTE for the environment at the EACD division.
Mm-hmm.
Their paid FTE at the end of January was 212,
Mm-hmm.
Senator.
That's
That's all activities for that division.
It's not just the compliance.
Okay, that's all in
monitoring. We might
EACD.
come back, if we can, during the day with the size of that branch.
Thank you.
Senator.
That'd be great. I might, at this stage, Chair, given the time, ask that my colleague get some questions.
Senator Whish-Wilson.
Thanks, Chair. My question, just a quick question on the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement that's being negotiated. One of the 29 chapters relates to the environment. Have any representative from your departments had direct input into the government's negotiations, or attended any rounds of negotiations?
Yes, Senator. And Mr Thompson's the Deputy Secretary who's directly engaged in that.
Thanks, Senator. Malcolm Thompson, Deputy Secretary. The answer to your question is yes. We have had our officers involved in the negotiations.
Okay, so have you attended any of the rounds of negotiations, or has it been at a ministerial briefing?
No, those officers have attended rounds of the negotiations. I don't have the precise meetings and where they've attended, but yes, they have attended.
Could I get those on notice?
I'll take that on notice,
That's
Senator.
okay?
Yep.
That's fine for me, thank you.
Chair, a couple more if I may.
Yeah, yep, you've got a couple of minutes.
Thank you. I understand that there's a hiring freeze in place for permanent staff, and correct me if I'm wrong about that. I'm interested in what proportion of the full-time equivalent staff are temporary or casual?
Senator, there's not a hiring freeze per se. The Public Service Commissioner has got processes in place where agencies have to seek his approval before advertising in the Gazette, but that's not a freeze per se, and that's just in that. In regards to our staffing level at the end of, so just on a head count basis, our total head count is 2,805. And of that, we have 326 non-ongoing staff and 96 casual staff.
Okay. And
So I might just, sorry, Senator. As explained before, a large number of those staff relate to our Antarctic operations, which are higher at this time of year.
Okay.
So there's it's quite standard for non-ongoing staff to be employed in the Antarctic.
On a temporary or casual basis?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And are you able to say how the proportion of temporary or casual folk has changed again since September, or are we confined to financial year figures again?
Financial year, I could take that on
If
notice,
you could take that on notice.
Senator.
Thanks, Chair. Thank you.
Another quick question, you've got a minute.
Oh, great. Yeah, look, On the website of the department, there's something called an Environmental Impact Assessment Service Charter, and it looks to me that in that document, people like Santos or rather companies like Santos and Whitehaven Coal are referred to as clients. Can someone confirm if that's correct?
Kimberly Dukes, Deputy Secretary. Senator, if you're reading directly from the website, then they probably are referred to as clients. I haven't got the document open in front of me.
Well, given that your role is primarily as regulators, could someone reflect on the appropriateness of referring to the regulated as clients?
Senator, the Client Services Charter is intended to clearly specify the way in which the department will interact with the people who we are regulating through environmental impact assessments and similar processes under the EPBC Act.
Sure, but there's a reference to the public and to stakeholders. There's not actually a reference to the environment as a client. Was that a deliberate decision by whoever wrote that document?
Well, as I indicated, Senator, that document is specifically directed at the relationship between the department and the people being regulated, and in specifying the behaviour and expectations that could be expected on either party's side of that interaction.
Okay, perhaps a reflection on the choice of terminology as clients might be something to consider. I think we're out of time, Chair, but I can keep going if
We'll
you
look
like.
forward to your alternative suggestions, Senator
Thank you,
Waters.
Senator. I'm sure you'll wait them with bated breath.